That's what I feared? Well, it happened. Here's the article today. First of all, Ahmadinejad, the Hitler of our time, has the audacity to go to Iraq and tell us we should get out of Iraq, and he's not knocked off. That's number one. I don't know who's running this country anymore. The Israelis I give up on. I'm so embarrassed when I say the word Israel. I could scream with embarrassment. After trillions of dollars down the toilet bowl, in terms of hardware, they're unwilling to use their own weaponry. Instead, they have a puppet, a stooge. A puppet, a stooge, a man's no better than a barber. And believe me, I respect my barber because he's got sharp scissors and a razor. The man should be a barber somewhere in the worst community in Israel for what he's doing to them. The man pulls the troops out of Gaza just when they start to make headway against the terrorist Hamas. It's unbelievable to me. So Ahmadinejad goes to Iraq and insults America, and Israel does nothing with all the weaponry we've given them. The United States does nothing, despite the fact that we have 3 battle groups, carrier battle groups, in the Persian Sea that can knock the guy off with one Tomahawk missile. World War II, we tracked down the architect of Pearl Harbor, and it was a squadron of B-17s, I believe, and they tracked down Yamamoto, and they shot down the plane carrying him, and he died in a jungle, in an air crash in New Guinea jungle. We don't do anything. So the guy comes and mocks us. Every day he gets stronger and stronger because we get weaker and weaker. Every day Israel gets weaker and weaker and their enemies get stronger and stronger. Every day more and more illegal immigrants come into the country and the politicians pander to them, and we diminish and diminish and diminish until there's no country left. That's how I see the world. How do you see the world? How do you see the world? What do you see? You're telling me that you see a different world than I do? Are you crazy? Sacramento, Frank, welcome to the Savage Nation. What's on your mind?
Mike, I'm with you 100%, and so are millions of other people.
Well, that's all well and good. Take a look at what we have there. We have the Tin Man on our side. The Tin Man who apologized last week, but an insignificant reporter from CNN said with outrage, do you think it's appropriate to have used Obama's middle name? And McCain goes, no. He sounded like Jackie Gleason in The Poor Soul.
You know, Mike, we're stuck with what we've got because we've turned against God, and it's right in the Bible in Daniel 2:21. God sets up kings and deposes them, and it's the same thing today as it was way back when. We're getting what we deserve.
All right, well, that's a nice way to look at it. That's a real nice way to look at it. 1-800-449-8255. Phone number. MichaelSavage.com website. Savage's Eye Camera. New shot called Long Shadows. Long Shadows. This is a good one, a new picture. Hey, San Francisco. Los Angeles. Liam, welcome to the Savage Nation. What's on your mind?
Hey, Michael. Wow, that last 45 minutes has been just stunning. Man, you're getting better and better. And
well, that's nice to hear. That's nice to hear. This is an art form at the end of the day. It's not really anything but.
Oh, man, I tell you, Michael, but not only are you the funniest man on the radio, but you're the most educational and entertaining all at the same time.
Well, of course, that's why I'm ignored by the American media.
I couldn't believe it. You got on the radio today, and what was it? A Wendy's moment.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible. I mean, it's not a nice thing to say, but it's horrible. What is going on in my country that every week now there's a shooting in a mall, a Wendy's, a school? What is going on in the country? I have the answer for you. The answer is antidepressants, Prozac, the most dangerous drug in America. Far more dangerous than heroin, by the way. Heroin addicts, once they got their fix, usually don't kill. They nod out. But Prozac produces in a small percentage of the population, but a growing number of the population, these heroic acts of homicide and suicide.
Hey, Michael, a friend of mine was telling me the other day that 55% of the people in America today have some kind of mental disorder. And I said, if 55% have a mental disorder, then it's not a disorder. It's the norm.
Well, I'm not concerned about the people. I've long known that it's probably much higher than that. I'm concerned about how many of our leaders are on Prozac or other psychoactive drugs to explain the hypnosis that they're functioning in. Thank you, my friend. What did I want to say? Triggered one thought, triggers another thought, triggers another thought. triggers another thought, triggers another thought, and then another thought. And it all leads to naught. No matter what thoughts you have, it leads to naught, because at the end of the day, it's what Goldman Sachs or Bear Stearns wants. You think that you're going to elect a candidate, good luck to you. You may as well be electing the Queen of England for the power that they have. They're figureheads. It's what's good for the bottom line on Wall Street, that's all. You better pray they're not on drugs. You better pray they're not on Prozac. That's all you got to pray for. Who's funding Obama's campaign? Where did he get all the money from? I know that the initial money, the biggest dough, came out of the Hollywood homosexual gang. I know that. That I know. It's a well-known fact. But today you may not know it. But a corruption trial of one of Hussein Obama's longtime friends began today in Chicago, Illinois. Today the trial began, and you're not seeing it anywhere in the news, are you? You're not seeing one word about the corruption trial of one of Barack Obama's long-term supporters. Why is it that the little man on CNN and the little men on the other stations are not talking about the corruption trial? Answer: because they can. I'll be back.